And so, she had to pay for her children's schooling as well, because she had her children in academies. Everything was just not going too good. So then, she decides to pray. She says, I'll give it a shot. I'm going to pray. And she bows down and she says, Father in heaven, please let me win the lottery tonight. She sits down on the couch, she's waiting, she's praying, she's crossing her hands, her arms, everything. She's trying to do everything possible to win the lottery that night. Except for one thing. But either way, her life continues, and she hears by some colleagues and some friends that, so-and-so won the lottery. She's upset. She says, all right, I still have a couple more weeks until I have to pay my bills again, so I'll just pray again. She prays again. She says, Dear Father, you might have not heard me the first time, but, listen to me now. Please help me win the lottery this time. I'm in big trouble right now. I can lose everything I have. I can be in the streets even. So just please let me win the lottery. She goes to sleep that night. She wakes up the next morning and she receives a phone call that her friend just won the lottery. And so she's upset again. She said, what am I doing wrong, God? I have given you my life. I have been in the church forever. And then so she bows down that same night and she says, Father God, I do not know if you're not listening to me. I do not know what's going on. But why have I not won the lottery? So then all of a sudden the sky opens. God is seen right there. And she says, sweetheart, help me on this one. Why don't you just buy a ticket? She hadn't even bought a ticket. Now you see, many times that is our Christian life. Many times that is how we walk our Christian life. Now let me tell you how this story happened, or how we happened, or why we're here right now. I promise this is all going to tie up in the end. You see, way in the beginning, before this, before us, before this world, before this church, there existed peace. There existed beauty. So, it was just this beauty you can't explain. And let me tell you one more thing. There existed absolute freedom. Before any of this, before us, before any of this, and I'm not saying it's our fault. Before any of this, there existed absolute freedom. Now, it is to say that we do not have absolute freedom. We have freedom, but not absolute. And, in this time, God had created millions of angels. He had created so many